And so we reach the final qualification lap. It is so crucial for those looking to take the club to the next level, a step closer to being a part of the big business. A big performance, that's what's needed here, and the loyal following is assembled, doing its best to be the wind beneath their wings. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. Well, you could make a case to say, Jim, that Park Ji-sung is the most successful Asian export ever.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Hugely popular, and it's hard to argue if you look at his record at the very top level. A player with an impeccable work ethic and discipline, and he has the knack of turning up at all the big games too.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
I think the manager's reactions here sum it up perfectly. He fully expected that to go in.
South Korea with the corner. They're first. Climbs up big! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
That's a throw. Oh, it's Park Ji-sung. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Have their second corner now. And that's been levered clear. So, third corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's had a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Corner number 4 coming up here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And they've got a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Kim Min-jae. And he cuts out the supply.
2 added minutes have
Son
been
Heung-min,
indicated.
and he's surging through. It's Son Heung-min! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And this could be the final action of the first half. the shot! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
Some first half thoughts? Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Substitution.
Here we go again. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Amat. Played out to the right. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. South Korea finding their pass. Great hit! Oh, taken with style! The breakthrough arrives at last!
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So we have our breakthrough.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Not the most accurate pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
The attendance for
Laid out to the left flank.
21,649.
Real chance! And he's found the net! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Big chance! Yes, it's in! And the comeback is complete! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Kim Min-jae. Passing is crisp and sharp. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Substitution for South Korea. Number 11.
Both sides then
Number
taking
8.
this chance to turn
Coming
to
on
their
the field.
benches.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay
17.
one step ahead of his
Number
opponents
10.
here, maintain the
Substitutions
upper
taking
hand,
place.
so to speak. I can see that.
Out to the right. He's left his man.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Jong Woo-yong gets his pass away. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Son Heung-min. Can he finish? No mistake!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So, yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area. That was travelling.
South Korea, they've got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful, just a little more discipline is called for.
Great chance! Long ball looking to counter. No, that's been intercepted. He could be in here. Son Heung-min. He's got the shot away! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Jong Woo-yong sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
All hands on deck for this one. And it's been taken short.
Well,
Yeah, he's fouled him there. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Substitution for South Korea. Number 6. Coming on the field
No
is
winner in 90,
number 9.
30 more to come.
Substitution in progress.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. He can get that clear. It's a lucky 7th corner. Looking for options for movement. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's away! Just the keeper to beat, and the finish! Oh, it's there! Right at the end of extra time! That must settle it!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He's through here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, that's well spotted. Shifted upfield.
There will be one.
And here's Son
at a
Heung-min.
time.
Knocks it out wide. That's gone loose. Half-time, extra time. And 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama?
Substitutions taking place.
And we're off for the final time. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Can he finish? They've done it! They are right back in business.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Quite a thriller this one's become. He's looking to set free a runner. And that's been won straight back. And he's there to belt it away. And he shoots! And he's really put himself on the line here. It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
That'll be a throw-in. Well, that pass isn't the best.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's a sharp little ball here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
The referee has ended the second half of extra time, all square, some weary legs out there, so who has it left in them to take a penalty? And he puts them one up.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
So, the second man in line. And the keeper's come up trumps.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
So, the second man in line.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
So this one to restore parity. Denied! He's made the save!
I think the tension must have got to him because that went straight into the keeper's arms.
This to double their advantage. And they're 2 up. Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. It's there and the fight goes on.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
A huge spot kick here. He's buried it and he's won it. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons.
Since you find it funny, the land of milk and money flows.